So, you're not a psychologist or a psychiatrist. You're a career journalist, a very successful one. So, some people might wonder, well, what does this woman know about addiction? Well,
Sure.
in fact, you got an award from the APA uh, for your work in addiction. Um, so why should we credit what you have to say about addiction? And I mean that in the friendliest
No,
possible
no,
way.
absolutely. This is a kind of funny and ironic question for me because I could just say, well, I'm a person who had an addiction, so therefore I'm an expert. But that is actually not what I believe.
Uh
Um,
huh.
the real reason you should trust me on this issue is because I have been studying it, interviewing experts, writing about addiction, reading about addiction, fighting about addiction, and thinking about addiction for probably around 30 years now. And so I have spoken with pretty much a large proportion of the leading experts in the area. And I am respected by the experts in the area as somebody who knows this subject quite well. I should have gotten around to getting a PhD, but I did not.
Yeah, I think so. In fact, I was so impressed as I was going through the book, and it's hard to believe that you're not a person with a PhD because just in the writing of this book and everything that's gone into it, I would say here's a fantastic doctoral dissertation that
I
would.
should have, if you go to the UK, you can actually do that and
Oh,
and write a book and get a PhD just based on a dissertation. But somehow, even though I've written 7 books, I have never managed to actually do this. But maybe one day.
yeah, geez, I've never even heard that before. That's interesting. Now, the subtitle of your book is A Revolutionary New Way of Understanding Addiction. And I have to say, it certainly, as I was reading it, it struck me as new and revolutionary, especially in as much as you assert that drug addiction is a developmental condition that most people will grow out of. And you give some remarkable statistics on that. Do you remember any of those stats
Sure,
off the
sure,
top of your head?
absolutely. No, it is basically about 50% of people who have addictions, with the exception of nicotine, will grow out of them by age 30.